Hey, welcome in everyone to the Game or Die Show. My name is Ryan Moore, and tonight we're going to be playing something a little bit different. We've been playing Satisfactory, been playing Zelda, played a little bit of a Clone Hero last night. Didn't go off as well as I would hoped it would have, but that's okay. What we're going to play tonight is something that I heard about just a few weeks ago. I didn't know this game was coming out, and then I looked at it and went, well, you know what? Even though it doesn't seem amazing, it's something that's kind of right up my alley. It's a brawler, like Streets of Rage and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, with another popular 80s cartoon series or IP applied to it, which is G.I. Joe. I actually talked about G.I. Joe fairly in depth just a couple nights ago when we were playing the original NES G.I. Joe game. And this is called Wrath of the Cobra. It came out yesterday, I believe. And man, I'm very excited to try it out. So let's dive into G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra and see how far we get. So this will load up. Just give me 1 second here. There we go. And of course, it's a Unity game, right? So this is going to be a little bit weird. It's very loud. Oh my gosh, that's really loud in my headphones.
G.I. Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained Special Mission Force. Its purpose to defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless organization determined to rule the world. From the jungle to the stormy peaks, through the desert and across the seas, they're the ones who answer the call to win the battle for freedom for all. Super soldiers never afraid, like an eagle chasing out its prey. The hazards and the trials stand to get it on. When the vicious Cobra strikes, our heroes jump into the fight with strength that rises from the stars and strikes. G.I. Joe, we love American heroes. G.I. Joe, to deal with the menace of evil. Go Joe, protect the pride of the world. We come marching.
It just cuts. That's okay. Give me 1 second. It is unbelievably ear-blistering loud in my headphones. My headphone mixer and everything is still on the other side of the room. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, all right. Okay, it is so much better. Good grief. Okay. All right, so we're gonna just load this up and play and see how far I get. So before we jump into story mode, extra modes, we got arcade mode and boss rush mode, and both of those are locked. We need to unlock them. And extras, there's a shop, which I guess you can buy. Ooh, okay. You can buy stuff in the game. That's kind of cool. Oh, I like it. Low gravity. Restart on death. Time attack gun. Can unlock gun for 2,000 floppy disks. Unlock gun ho. The rugged and relentless Marine and show Cobra what true toughness looks like. Ooh, and Ripcord too, as well. The Fearless Paratrooper and Dominate. Sorry, man, my brain. The battlefield from above. All right, so 2 unlockable characters, Gung Ho and Ripcord, which obviously that's what we're gonna try and grab. What's up, Baba Sticky? How are you doing tonight, buddy? We are playing G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra. It's a brand new brawler game that came out yesterday, I believe. All right, so we're just gonna go with normal for right now. And we got Snake Eyes, okay. Duke, Scarlet, Roadblock. Okay, so we got 4. Snake Eyes, Duke, Scarlet, and Roadblock. I mean, obviously everyone's going to want to be Snake Eyes, right? Like, he is the coolest character. Is it the music's... Oh, man. Yes, I remember why. Give me 1 second. There we go. That should be way, way, way better. I always forget when I do the Rock Band nights, I have to crank up the game volume all the way to 100, and then I have to drop everything back down for when I do normal games. And I forgot to do that today. Yeah, Snake Eyes or Storm Shadow, like the ninjas. Those were always the characters everyone loved, right? Okay, so we got Duke, Scarlet, Roadblock, and Snake Eyes. I feel like Duke is the one, like the generic one, and then Snake Eyes is going to be the one that everyone picks. But let's go with Snake Eyes first. Cobra has brazenly stolen world monuments, leaving cities in disarray, and launched a daring surprise attack on the Pit, which is G.I. Joe's home base that's underground. Brace yourself for the onslaught of Cobra agents and soldiers. The battle for justice and the safety of the world begins now. All right, we've got a good fair amount of levels, it looks like. Oh, dude, he's got the ninja run. Yes. All right. Jump is on A, X is attack, the way it should be. And we're picking up floppy disks like coins. And the Cobra soldiers are exploding into wrenches and other parts. Okay. Fodder enemies, of course, like always. I'm digging the look of this game. This looks pretty cool. Yeah, I love classic beat 'em ups, man. These are my jam right here. Okay, he gets a laser. Can't, yeah. I mean, Snake Eyes does use guns. Like, he has a pair of Uzis that he normally uses. So, not unheard of for a ninja to use a gun in G.I. Joe, anyways. All right. So far, fairly decent and easy going. But this is the first level, right? Ooh, so Y does like this stabbing. I like that. Man, this looks really cool. I like the look of this. And we got a block, it looks like. Okay. Man, this would be fun with another person. Oh, this would be real fun with another person. But I'm fine playing by myself. You know, that's kind of how I normally play video games anyways. It's how I... Oh, dude, he can pick him up? how I played video games my entire life growing up, was just by myself, even if it did have multiplayer, because I was always alone. My sister was too young and not interested in playing video games with me. I want to say it's 4-player at this point. I feel like most of these style of games are 4-player co-op at this point. And it looks like there's room for 4 characters at the very top. Ooh, is that a shotgun or a grenade launcher? Grenade launcher, nice. Ooh. I like the hit points. I normally am kind of against hit points in games like this, but I like it. We just don't know how much hit points he has. We need a boss bar. There we go. There we go. What was that? Oh, dude, we can bring our wolf. I can't remember what the wolf's name is. Timber. I think his name is Timber. I know I go on like this weird rant every time I talk about G.I. Joe, but the comics are so good. And I think the new one came out today. This month's issue came out today. I'm very excited about that. All right. And I love the fact that they added the bouncing off the wall, like the side of the screen. Ooh, we're about to die. There we go. Ooh, that was needed. I think that was something that they introduced in Streets of Rage 4, where they allow the characters to stay on screen and bounce off the side of the wall instead of waiting for them to come back on screen because they like fly off. That was one of my biggest pet peeves in like Streets of Rage, where you would hit a character off screen and then they would, they would fall and you'd have to wait for them to get back up and then kind of come in, but they would kind of keep their distance and you were just sitting at the edge of the screen waiting for them to come back on screen. And you'd waste like minutes of time every once in a while just waiting for a character to come back on screen. It's ridiculous. Oh, and it's got the bullets, so we got 3 out of 10 bullets. Nice, okay. There it is. Exhausted our bullets. Oh no! Oh, dang. Okay, I gotta be careful. Can we knock him back? Oh, we knocked him back a little too much. Dude, I'm loving the music. The music feels very like a 90s Sega. Like early 90s Sega. I know it's supposed to be more 80s, but it reminds me of like early 90s Sega. Maybe mid to late 90s. What's up, Shadow Wizard? How are you doing tonight, buddy? Welcome in. And Yo Joe. Okay, that's the welcome for tonight. Yo Joe. I love G.I. Joe. I'm so mad I couldn't find my Cobra Commander shirt. Yes, it feels very Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, it feels like they took Shredder's Revenge, the new one that just came out a couple years ago, and it feels like they just, like, full-on tried to make their own version of that. And they did a good job, I think. Yeah, we're doing okay. I'm doing pretty good. It was a very, very exhausting day of running a cable from the new to the new studio. I ran cable like for most of the day, and I'm just exhausted. I'm really bummed out too because the continuity test is not working out very well. Okay, I was gonna say, what does that do? That brings in timber, that's right. Dude, we are taking names. This is fantastic. There we go. What's up, Falsism? How are you doing? Ooh, we got Major Blood. All right, some Major Blood. I'm sorry that you broke your phone's camera. That sucks, dude. We're gonna die. We're gonna have our first death here. Whew, what was that? Yo, Joe. That's right. Sorry. I forgot. Okay. So there's our first death with Snake Eyes. I don't know if I can bring in more timber again. I feel like I have a special. I'm not really sure how to do that though. I thought it was the right trigger. Maybe it's not. Man, I'm getting rocked now. I need to focus in on these bad guys. Shoot. All right, there's our second death. We almost got Major Blood. Yeah, Major Blood's actually a freaking interesting character, too. You may have won this battle, but the war is far from over. Cobra is just getting started. It's interesting. Major Blood kind of like disappears like halfway through the comics and then comes back way later. Ooh, what did we have for dinner? I had a burger. Hey, no problem, Faust. Thank you so much for hanging out for even just a brief moment. Yo, Joe. All right, here we go. Level 2, Assault from Above. Oh, I'm actually really digging this game so far. I was a little bit hesitant on getting it because I was just like, I don't know. It feels like they're just trying to copy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But so far, I'm having a blast. Okay, there we go. I was like, why am I not moving? Yeah, this would be way more fun, unfortunately, with other people. It's just there's a lot of repetitiveness with these types of games, and you don't realize how repetitive it is when you have other people. Oh, whoa! He just got ran over, dude. Yeah, that's a solid dinner choice. That's like a staple right there. I was bummed. We got a new griddle, a Blackstone griddle, and I was gonna start using it today. But by the time I got done with running the cable and everything and doing some troubleshooting, I was exhausted. I was dripping with sweat, and I'm like, I do not want to cook tonight. I was gonna make a whole big old breakfast for dinner. So that'll have to wait until tomorrow. Can we get that thing up there? Can we? Yeah. Yeah, we can. Ooh. There we go. There's Timber. And he takes him out too, dude. He does his job like a good boy. That's a good... Is it raining where you are? That's awesome. I always love having a grilled cheese with tomato soup when it's raining. Like, that's my go-to rainy day dinner or lunch. Rainy day dinner or lunch. Dude, this guy is getting rocked. Oh crap, not this guy. There we go. Like I said, that's kind of my go-to for rainy day dinners. Yeah, man, that's always fun when you meet up with people in the arcade and you all start playing together and you win. Oh man, it's a bonding moment, man. That's what I love about video games. You can bond with people over just some very simple co-op game or competitive, right? Okay, let's see if we can get Timber to show back up. There we go. Good boy. Yeah. I think once we lose our last life, then we'll try and see if we can get Duke in here. Change out to Duke. There we go. Good sound effects too, by the way. The punching / slashing, good sound effects. Man, it's one thing I loved about G.I. Joe when I was a kid was all the vehicles for the action figures. Okay, we just cornered him. That was great. When did you go to that arcade expo? Was it a few weeks ago? I feel like you were talking about it. Time has lost all meaning to me right now. It feels like the last week has been 4 weeks and the last month has been like 7 years. Ooh, is there anything in there? There is. Oh, it was this weekend. Okay, cool. Awesome. How was it, man? How'd you like it? Besides playing X-Men with a bunch of people. Because that just sounds like a good time. Ooh. Did I get knocked back all the way to the other side of the screen? Yeah, that was a good combo. I'm kind of getting myself lost. Oh, free play arcade / pinball. That sounds like the dream. They add AC. That's good. Oh, come on. I'm gonna need to get better about taking out those gun guys. Yeah, they got my number. Whew. All right, we're doing okay. I wonder how many floppy disks I have, because I want to unlock Gung Ho, because he's always my favorite. Oh, no way. That's awesome. Hold on. They made a Mortal Kombat movie like 2 years ago, right? In like 2022. Was it that movie that they screened, or was it the new sequel to that movie that they screened? Because I know that they were working on like a sequel to that, but I haven't really heard anything about it. And I really liked that new movie. It was great. I thought it was really, really well done. That whole first like 15-minute intro is like, honestly, like, you could just make that like a short movie. Oh, it's the 90s movie. Okay, nice. So I told this on the podcast when I watched that new movie. I didn't get to see the first movie when it came out. I don't know if I was not interested in it or what, but I never saw the original Mortal Kombat movie or Armageddon, which was the sequel. So I didn't get to see like Goro, where he's all like, you know, animatronic and stuff. Like I only saw that like way later in life. And I was like, man, why did I not see that? All right, we got Zartan, the shapeshifter. Zartan's a really interesting character because there's a family. You have Zartan, Zatanna. It's not Zatanna, but it's the name, which is his sister who has pink hair. And then his other brother who dies like fairly early on in the series. But Zartan is basically like this guy who basically has like this way to shapeshift and turn into other characters, basically. And he's a really interesting character. And he's the leader of the Dreadnoks, which is like this big group of bully, like, bad guys. Humph. You think you've beaten me? Foolish. This is just a minor setback. Next time I'll blend into the surround... I hate when that happens. I'm a kind of slow reader. And so sometimes just the dialogue goes away before I get the chance to read it all. Those are some sound effects. Ooh, boy. All right. A sky full of snakes. I love it. So we're on the, like, Cobra airship. Oh, no way. I don't think I had a lot of the bad guys in G.I. Joe. I mostly had all the, like, just cool G.I. Joe characters. I had, like, maybe one or two in Cobra Commander. I can't even remember if I had Destro. Which was weird, because I really liked G.I. Joe, and I had, like, the G.I. Joe base and all that, and a lot of vehicles. But I just did not have a lot of bad guys. Not until like later on when they started going really weird with their toys. Like they had the drug wars in the 90s where you had like the henchmen and I can't remember what his name is. Like it's not Kingpin, but Drug Man. I think Drug Man. And then they had like the toxic characters to be all environmental. Those were the bad guys that I had. I don't think I was allowed to have Baroness. My mom said, no, you don't get to play with women action figures that have boobs on them, I guess. I'm assuming that was the reason why. Or maybe I just didn't want a girl action figure. I just wanted the manly men action figures. Come on. Die. All right, let's keep going. Okay, we need to break these things. They will definitely destroy me. I will get in front of them, and then they're gonna just knock me out, and that's gonna be very, very bad. Man, I want to know, is there a way? No, there's not. I guess not. Oh, well. I should probably turn screen shake off, but we'll leave it on for now. It's not egregious. Usually when games have screen shake, it is like, oh my gosh, it's so much that I can't even concentrate. I just want to know how many floppy disks I have. Ooh, I threw a ninja star. I don't think I've seen that before. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I like how it says bang. Hey, Yo Joe. How's it going? Welcome in. Okay. We gotta get this guy with the gun. There we go. He keeps picking it up. I love it. So I was saying earlier, I'm bummed that I don't have my Cobra Commander t-shirt. I can't find it because my cousin made it. My cousin is a comic book artist, and so a couple years ago, he did a whole comic book t-shirt run of G.I. Joe characters, and my favorite of his was the Cobra Commander. Yeah, kind of. It's more just kind of, I felt like playing this brand new game, and we'll see where the night takes us. There's no like, oh, it's retro night, or oh, it's VR night. It's just, I felt like playing the new G.I. Joe game because this came out yesterday. Ooh, no! Oh, there's our first death. Dude, it just kind of put me in there. Hold on. No, I don't want to. We're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going. That's fine. I'll just be more careful with my lives. That's fine. These things happen. What was the other question? I'm sorry. I was distracted by dying. I'm gonna focus on trying to get those guys with the guns out first. That's gonna be a lot easier if I can take those out. That was close. I almost fell into that pit. I don't know what the green ooze mutagen stuff does. It was, what was it? So, sorry, here, let me pull it up. I don't have chat like in front of me like I normally do right now. Let me pull it up really quick, because I was gonna address it. Do you remember the old arcade game called Cobra Command? It sounds familiar. I know I've played it, but I couldn't tell you what the game is off the top of my head right now. Because I know it was always like that sounds like a G.I. Joe game, but it's totally not. Because they have a G.I. Joe arcade game. And I can't remember what, dang it, dude. Okay. Just gotta be careful. Okay, good. Full health. Take that out. Ooh. Kapow. So this is the thing, like I push left, Snake Eyes just runs. He just starts booking it. Left and right, just holding left and right. You would think he would walk. And double tap would be the ninja sprint. But no, just hold left and right and he just starts sprinting. So I gotta be very careful with it. Ooh, did that guy have his sprite change a little bit? It looked like when I hit him a few times, his clothes started to like tatter a little bit. Oh, I hope the stream doesn't get messed up. I just saw my monitor go blank. Okay. Let me know if the stream has any issues. We had the stream like crash for the first time in this house since the new internet last night. I was kind of bummed about that. Kind of real bummed about that. That shouldn't have happened. Okay, get the gun guy. So we're doing good. We haven't died yet, but we're getting close. Gotta be careful. Yeah, dude. Their clothes like actually start, you know, getting tattered a little bit. That's cool. I like that. Hey, Simba, what's going on? If you paid attention, you have to watch it on Twitch when so this is the thing. Every other Saturday night, I do rock band nights where we play rock band and I sing and it's like a whole big production. Obviously with the new house, the studio's not set up, so it's not as big as production, but we're trying to get it started again. So YouTube will straight up destroy my channel if I play music on it. So I cannot stream rock band on YouTube. And so when I do those nights, I thought that it would be interesting to at least have the stream going, but just have the stream muted so that I don't get a copyright strike on YouTube. And basically it just says, hey, go to Twitch or Kick or Rumble or the other places that I stream to hear the audio, because there's a lot of people who don't know that I do those streams, but I can't do them on YouTube. So it's like a crappy workaround, but it's the best that I can kind of do. And I was trying something new, and it might not have worked out the way that I intended. But that's kind of the only way that I can stream that game on YouTube, is with the sound off and just say, hey, go to Twitch or X or Rumble, where I stream as well, to hear the audio. I agree. I like watching stuff on YouTube more just because you have control over the stream. Because like there's times where I just have to pause something really quick and help my wife with something, or pause the stream to go to the bathroom and I don't want to miss anything, you know, or I'm multitasking and I have it in the background and the streamer says something that I'm really interested in, but I have to pause it because I have to go take care of something else. And Twitch just doesn't have those controls anymore. They used to. You used to be able to do that, and they got rid of it. It sucks. What the heck is this? Is this invincibility? I'm assuming that's what it is. I'm just like shining. Okay, we're doing better. I like the locker, the Cobra locker. But yeah, that's the only way that we can do those streams and just not stream on YouTube for a single night. because there's a lot of people who don't know I do those streams because I don't stream it on YouTube. And it's interesting, the channel has gotten much more popular on YouTube over the last couple of months. Like, most of my viewers are on YouTube now and not on Twitch, where it was mostly on Twitch, and like maybe one person every couple of weeks would watch the YouTube. So we're playing around with stuff, that's all. Yeah, YouTube is a tad weird. Okay, we need to get these guys. Let's kill these guys first, or blow them up. We don't. G.I. Joe does not kill. All right. It was interesting, man. There's like, because, you know, this whole series was like in the 80s and all that stuff, and it was more marketed towards kids, so that's why all the weapons are lasers and stuff like that in the games, or in the show. And in the comics, Larry Hama did this one comic, like, no one died in G.I. Joe for issues and issues and issues. And then there's this one issue where one of the, I think it's like the Cobra Viper, mows down like 5 or 6 like classic characters, and they die, in-universe die. And it's like a big deal to the G.I. Joe team. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, our friends died. And it's really good writing for, you know, a comic book. Like I said, Larry Hama is a actual veteran, I think, of the Korean War. It's either the Korean or the Vietnam War. And he writes G.I. Joe like actual, you know, a veteran would write military characters. It's really good. It does not have, we got Baroness, nice. It does not talk down to its audience like children. Man, Baroness. There's one of my childhood crushes. I didn't have the action figure of Baroness, but oh boy, when she came on screen. Oh shoot. Come on. Yeah, get Timber. Oh man. Okay, there's one. Oh, I've seen that movie. Yeah, I remember when it came out, man. The CGI for Polar Express was like unlike anything, with that realistic Tom Hanks character model. Man, it was incredible. You may think you've won, but your victory is as fleeting as a whisper. I never truly lose. I will return. So there is in the newer, it's interesting. Man, that sound effect is so rough. Here, let's go to the next stage. Level 4, Madness in the Mountain. That's got to be Destro, because this looks like a castle, which Laird Destro, he's a laird. That's like, he lives in the mountains like in a castle. What was I gonna say? So really quickly, with the G.I. Joe comics, there's like the G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, and it got canceled, you know, like in the mid 2000s, and they started doing a new writing staff and all this, and they like up-leveled the characters. And there's this one thing where Baroness has like her whole childhood, and they kind of go into the origin story of Baroness. It's really good too. Like, all the G.I. Joe comics are actually some of the best comics I've ever read. They're really well done. Yeah, I don't think I ever played the PlayStation game of it. That was like late PlayStation 2, right? Or early late PlayStation 1 or early PlayStation 2. I can't remember. It's been a while. Maybe we'll play it on stream one day. We'll do. So I am going to be doing more viewer request streams. So if you guys got requests of games you want to see me play, we'll definitely be doing a lot more of those once the new studio is built. Which I started on it today. I officially, I would say, broke ground on the getting things in the, like, I have 3 computers in the studio up and running, and I ran the Ethernet cable. It's not buried, but I ran it. It was 2004. Okay, so late PlayStation 2. So mid PlayStation 2. 2004. Yeah. Dude, tell me about it. 2004 does not seem that long ago at all. Dude, the music in this is pretty good. I want the soundtrack. I'm thinking these are, let's see. Okay, yeah. They get electrocuted. That's pretty good. Let's just make sure I don't. There we go. Yeah, I don't remember a whole lot of it, of that movie, because I saw it so long ago. I mean, it was when it came out, I think, is when I saw it, so quite a while ago. It's something that I didn't grow up with, nor did my wife. My wife's not really a fan of the movie, and so it's not like a Christmas staple that we watch all the time. I'm just trying not to die. Ah, man. Oh, and it was like one more hit, like always, right? You have like 1 or 2 more hits, and then I would have been fine. Ooh. Okay. Gotta be careful here. And this is probably health, right? Yes, of course it is. Oh no! Yeah, we gotta be careful of those pits, man. Let's grab that health. Candy bar. Ooh, and is that an actual shotgun? Oh, it's like a wave gun. Oh, I like it. I need to know what the heck that glowing candy bar thing does. I feel like a lot of these games could benefit from just a tiny bit of tutorialization. We don't need a whole like paragraph of what the thing does or anything like that. Just like a character going, yeah, and then kind of giving me an idea of what the thing does. This is good background artwork, man. I love this. This is fantastic. Satisfactory is satisfying and going well so far. I was contemplating playing it tonight, but then I was like, dude, there's the G.I. Joe game. I gotta play the G.I. Joe game. And like I said, just with running cable all day and, you know, going back and forth and starting to get everything ready in the studio, I was just like, I don't want to do VR. I don't want to put it on a headset right now. That does not sound relaxing. And I mean, obviously I don't have to play in VR, but I kind of want to. So I'm having fun with it, but it's one of those games that's just, to get farther in it, I need to dump another like several dozen hours into it to like start really progressing further. But I did unlock the train, and so like I think next stream I want to build a train. It's like a monorail system more than a train, but it's a train. I love how there's like this whole server room set up now in this. Yeah, give me that wave gun. Dude, look at the knockback on that. Yes. Oh, that's really good. That's satisfying right there. That's almost satisfactory. Boss room? Yep. Destro. Dr. Mindbender. Oh, okay. So, A, Dr. Mindbender looks like a dork. B, before he was this evil doctor scientist, he was an what is it, an orthodontist? He's a dentist. Like, he was originally a dentist and decided to follow Cobra Commander. And then he goes off the deep end in the comics. Like, he becomes this weird, crazy supervillain that, like, quadruple crosses everyone. And then, and here's some very light spoilers for the comic. This is like 200 issues deep. He becomes trapped in his own mind, like in this weird, like, mind verse. And then he inhabits the body of someone else. Impressive, but my intellect is far beyond your comprehension. This defeat is nearly a detour in my grand scheme. Prepare yourself for the true power of science. Science. She blinded me with science. So, like, Dr. Mindbender is, like, honestly, like, the third tier of villainy. You have, like, Cobra Commander, Destro, which is like half bad guy, half like his own like in between guy, and then you have like Zartan / Dr. Mindbender. Dr. Mindbender is like way more of a villain than most people would give him credit for. It's weird. All right, the Serpent's Pit. Okay, Serpent's Pit. I love it. Oh man, this is so much fun. I could play games like this all day long. I love brawlers. I will say my favorite genre is platformer, but brawlers is like neck and neck. I love these types of games. They might not have a lot of substance to them, which most don't. And I think that is the biggest detriment, is a lot of them are fairly shallow. Like, this is a shallow game so far. I haven't really seen anything that's doing a bunch of new ideas. It doesn't feel like it's progressing the genre forward at all or innovating, but it's a good time. And I think there are a lot of games that just need to be that, just a good time. So if it is not innovating and it's not, you know, trying to have a lot of depth to them, that's okay every once in a while. Especially with a game like this. Like, I would love it to have more depth and substance. But if it doesn't, I'm not going to cry about it. Nor am I going to be as disappointed when it doesn't. Oh, these lady ninjas? Nice, okay. New enemy type. Awesome. Can we go in there? No? Okay. I want to buy stuff at the Egyptian market. I want to use those floppy disks to buy stuff at the Egyptian market. I think this kind of gets a pass because it's doing a licensed game fairly well. Like, it's using the IP properly. It's solid. So it gets a pass on the, it's not innovating, it's not very deep or has a lot of substance. It kind of gets by on its style. And it's, oh, you're treating the IP right. You're doing good by the license. Ah. Gotta get away from that bomb guy. There we go. I'm glad he, see, so here's something that they could have just added a little bit of depth and substance to the game. The guy that was just throwing dynamite that I killed, he should explode with dynamite or like have himself blow up, right? Like commit suicide, like pull out a bomb and then detonate himself. If I kill him, that would add just the tiniest bit of extra layer of, oh crap, I gotta get away. Oh, there's more strategy to the boss fight or the enemy fights other than just hack away until they're done. And I think those are the things that really do elevate these types of games. Like, just little nuances go a long way with these types of games. I'm telling you, dude, these guys with the gun, they're gonna be my, oh crap. No! What? Oh, don't tell me we... Okay, good. Oh, whew. Okay. Oh my gosh, that was scary. I don't know what happened there. So we only have 850 points. Huh. Okay, so I want to unlock Gung Ho, and we need 2,000. Oh man, bummer. Okay, well, let's just keep going. How's the game going? It's great. I love it. Like I'm saying, it's very shallow. It doesn't have a whole lot of depth to it, but it's fun. I'm having a good time with it. Let's play as Duke. The tide is turning. After uncovering crucial information in the Cobra Temple, the G.I. Joe team is led to a vibrant city of Cairo, Egypt. Cobra has taken refuge in the city, causing chaos and fear among its citizens. Reclaim the city from the grip of evil. The fate of Cairo rests in your hands. Oh man, if you never played with G.I. Joes, you missed out. Some of the best creative toys there ever has been. The vehicles were so unique and creative. Like, oh man, it was so good. I love my G.I. Joes. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit of getting used to being Duke here. Huh. Gotta be a little bit more careful, I think. Dude. There we go. I like his dash, though. That's a little bit of a goofy kick, Duke. Not a very strong run, either. Feels like they did Duke dirty in this. Not great animation on Duke. I'm just gonna say that right now. But I do like his shoulder charge. That's a pretty good shoulder charge. Ooh. Hey, I'm just calling it like I see it. That's the pretty awful run animation. Yeah, I don't know if I'm digging Duke. Okay. Okay, that was pretty good. That's a good special. Just call in an airstrike. Dude. Yeah. Snake Eyes is clearly a better character. But that's okay. Ooh, I do like when he runs, he has the gun on his back. What is that? What am I getting? When it goes bowling? Just call it an airstrike again, as we can. But Duke is definitely kind of the not as good of a character, and that's okay. Duke was always kind of the more commander type of character. Duke didn't really fight that much, except for in his early days. Duke is more of a hands-off type of guy. I did like how when I first started reading the comics a few years ago, learning that Hawk was the first general, or first like commander guy, and then he becomes General Hawk, and like he just kind of like just gives orders, and then Duke kind of goes into the role of what Hawk used to do. It's really interesting, man. Like there's a lot of stuff that I was just like, oh, this is like just a cartoon. These are just dumb characters. And it's like, oh no, they actually made these characters come to life in a way that I did not expect. We'll be switching out Duke next time because he's definitely harder to control. We're doing okay though. Ooh, she kind of started to disappear. A little bit of cloaking technology. I like that. There we go. Not a fan of Life is Strange. Not a fan. It's a bummer. I really think that the idea behind those games are interesting, but I do not like them. There we go. Oh, there's Cobra Commander Industro. Oh, I did not mean to open that up. All right, what do we, come on. Okay, I was gonna say, what's going on? So we're in like a gladiator type of arena. Interesting. This reminds me of Gorn in VR. There's this VR game called Gorn, and it's a fairly early VR game at this point. So like 2017-ish era. And you're basically this gladiator, but the art style is really weird. I don't even know what you would describe the art style as, but it's interesting. and you're a gladiator, and you're just like, you've got weapons, and you have to fight all these characters that come at you in an arena just like this. Okay, we're calling an airstrike. If I can get up, dude, jeez. There we go. See, that's how you do it. Ooh, this is tough. There we go. There we go. Man. Whew. Ah, dang it. Here we go. Yes. Close. Close. Ah! Dang, dude. Shouldn't hit me. Airstrike. Ah. No, I did not watch any football. Did something happen? Did a team make a playoff? Sorry, I'm not a football fan, so I don't watch football. But I'm always happy to hear about that type of stuff. Oh, wave 2? All right. Oh, what? Just do an airstrike, man. I need that health. We're about to die. Doing okay. Whew, all right. Oh, there's one more. Haha. Firefly. All right, dude, Firefly. You would think Firefly was like just kind of a generic character. He's like a massive, like, I don't know what you would call him, but like an ace in the hole, a ringer. Like, he just seems so like, whatever. And he's just like one of the most powerful characters in all of G.I. Joe. Yeah, so I've been to downtown Nashville a couple of times. I've seen the stadium. I haven't gone into the stadium, and I've been there when there's a game going on a couple of times. So yeah, there's a lot of people that wear Tennessee Titan jerseys walking around downtown. Also the Predators, which is the hockey team. The Predators have their stadium, I think, right in the same area. And so, yeah, the Titans and Predators, when they play, people are out in force with their jerseys. The only time I really got into football was when I lived in Denver. And so I went to a Broncos game with my cousin. We watched the Broncos that year, and they went to Super Bowl as well. So that was kind of fun. Like, I got into a sport when the team that I was super into, because I lived there, went to the Super Bowl. It was, what, 2007, 2008? There we go. We got him. Come on, Firefly. You've managed to extinguish the spark, but the fire still burns. When next we meet, you'll find my explosions even more explosive. Oh, is it the Grizzlies? Okay. When we first moved here, we were trying to figure out what the sports teams were, because neither my wife and I are into sports really, but we know the Predators, the Titans, and I guess the Memphis Grizzlies. Ooh, are we in Springfield? A snake in the grass. Yep, welcome to Springfield, a real community. So Springfield in the G.I. Joe universe is basically like this undercover Cobra town. Like Cobra owns the town, and all of the people in the community and town live there. They're all undercover Cobra agents. Yeah. But the town is called Springfield, and everyone who lives there is a Cobra agent. I'm telling you, man, if you really want something good to read that's like really interesting, the G.I. Joe comics are like seriously some of the best. For comics, obviously. I'm just not like a big novel person. Like, I don't read novels, like fiction or anything like that. The only fiction that I read is comics, like Batman, Superman, you know, and a lot of the other stuff. And so when I started getting into G.I. Joe, I was just blown away by how well it was written. Like I said, it's written as an intellectual comedy or comic where the writer writes it like it's real military. They are not, the cats and dogs are safe in this community. No dog or cat eating here. Cobra might be dastardly, but they're not that bad. They would never eat dogs. My wife has that song like stuck in her head, and she'll just start singing it every once in a while around the house. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, it's catchy, man. Meme songs, man. The first one that I remember, a meme song, was the Home Invader one, where he says like, "You are so dumb, you're really, really dumb, for real, you're dumb. Hide your kids, hide your wife." That's the first song that got, or meme that got turned into a song that I remember. And that was like 2010, 2011. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Oh man, because they raping everyone in here. Oh dude, that song is so stinking catchy too. That auto-tune. Remember when auto-tune became a thing, and like everything was just auto-tune all the time? Ow. Okay, we're gonna call in an airstrike. Dang it. That didn't help. That didn't work. Dang, dude. Absolutely, dude. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Take care. God bless. And yo, Joe. I love how he's just sitting there getting exploded. Oh, we need some health, man. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this game is fun, man. This is super worth it. Definitely, especially if you have someone else to play with. So this is the one thing, like I was saying, there's not a whole lot of substance to it. You want to play this with someone because you're probably not going to play through it a second time. A lot of these games are one and done for me. You play through it once and you're done. Just like the Ninja Turtles game. When we played that a couple months ago, it's like, I'm never going to play that again. Except for I played it on stream, and the DLC, which new DLC just came out and is a free update, but it was just like new characters, right? They added Mona Lisa, the girl Ninja Turtle, and then Mondo Gecko, which I always love Mondo Gecko. But again, it's a new character, which doesn't add anything to the game for me. Like, it's like a new character color to me. It's like, cool, the colors are swapped. The character sprite is different, but it doesn't add anything to the gameplay. But when they do like DLC, like an actual mission pack or something like that, that's where the game becomes much more. So if you're going, oh man, this game looks really, really good, it is really, really good, but it's a one and done. You play it once, you're gonna have to really get your money out of it for that first time, because it's just gonna be the same playthrough every time you play it. Which is why they don't make a lot of brawlers anymore. A lot of people just don't understand how to make these games be more interesting past one playthrough. Dang it. He just got out of the way. There we go. I don't like this guy. This vehicle thing is a little tough. Come on. So we're gonna have to do these, like these quick jumps and punch. Because he's gonna hurt me. There we go. And then he sits there and explodes. Ah! Okay. Come on, get that gun, dude. Whew. This is getting a little hairy now. Oh yeah, I remember MySpace. I brought up MySpace probably a month ago. My wife and I were in the car, we were talking, and a band came on the radio, or on my phone, because I play. I don't know what other people. So, really quick, real talk. What do people do in the car? Do you listen to the radio? Or do you connect your phone and listen to an app like Spotify? For me, what I do is I use my phone as an iPod, basically. But I don't use the iPod app. I use my Plex app. When Plex has a music server to it now, it's called Plex Amp. AMP, Plex AMP. And Plex Amp is your own personal streaming service. So I have all my albums on my Plex server, and I use my phone to load up Plex Amp, and I play my music through that in the car. So I'm streaming, but instead of like Spotify or Apple Music, I'm using Plex to stream my own personal library. So that's what I do. And my wife, or a band came on that is definitely not something that anyone think I would listen to at all. And she's like, what is this? I'm like, funny story. This girl that I used to like, her MySpace page, because MySpace had playable audio. Remember that? You could add HTML code to MySpace to add playable music on your page. She had this one band called the Gypsy Kings. And it's totally in a different language. It's Spanish. And oh my gosh, I loved it. And so I've been listening to them since like 2006. And yeah, that's why I brought up MySpace. I was like, dude, this one girl had this MySpace page that had that song on it, and I fell in love with the band. One second here. Okay, so phone on long drives, radio on short. Okay. Do you listen to music or talk radio? Because I remember as a kid, I hated talk radio. But as an adult, I started listening to talk radio more because I liked hearing people's thoughts and discussions on certain subject matter, which is why I gravitated so much into podcasts. Like once podcasts became a thing, it was like, that's basically what talk radio is. It's a big podcast. Like a daily podcast or whatever. Dang it. Now here's this thing. We're gonna save. Okay, this is totally invincibility. Oh, I love podcasts. That's like the main thing that I listen to. I'd say for probably, sorry, I keep pausing it. I'd say probably for about 5 to 6 years, up until recently, I only listened to podcasts. I stopped listening to music for like a solid 5-year span. I just did not listen to music because I didn't like anything new, and I didn't. And I kind of got bored of everything that I grew up listening to, all classic rock. Like, I love classic rock. I love 80s music. I love 70s and 60s and 50s and all that. But you can only hear those songs so often, you know? And it was like, I would listen to the radio growing up. So I heard all of those, like, I've heard Stairway to Heaven a billion times in my life. I never need to hear that song again. Not saying that it's not good. It's just, I've heard it a million times. So I just stopped listening to music and I listened to podcasts for a solid like 5-year span at least, solely. Like just straight up, that's all I listened to. And now I kind of reverted back. I listen to music more than podcasts, mostly because a lot of podcasts started getting either political or just ranty about their political views, and anyone else who has something different, they will not even entertain the thought and desire of being a normal person. And they'll just say, oh, if you have a different opinion than I am, I hate you and I hope you die. And it's like, oh, wow, okay, cool. I thought you were a cool person. Apparently not. Ah, the Crimson Twins. Tomax and Zamax. I think that's who they are. Zomax, Tomax, and Zaymot. Tomax and then reverse his name, and that's the other twin. Okay, Duke, come on. I do not want to play this whole level again. There we go. Lo-fi Zelda music, nice. We're doing not great here. Not great, Duke. Yes. There it is. Yes. Yes, you bested us this time. But remember, defeat one of us and the other remains. We will return, and next time, you won't be so fortunate. I agree. I'd rather listen to music than watch TV, mostly for the fact that music is something just audible and TV is audio and visual. And so you have to have your attention focused on the screen when you watch TV. With music, you can be doing other things, which is how I do things, right? Like, I do so much stuff during the day that I have to have music to concentrate, but also I can do other things while I focus on the music as well. Like, it's weird. I love music. It's just, like I said, with the Reign of Cobra. All right. With podcasting, I was so heavy into it for so long. And then all the podcasts that I listened to, I went, oh, these people are actually insane. They are brainwashed. And so I just had to stop listening to them. And it sucked too, because like they were the only people that I listened to for like 5 years, and then I just had to stop. Sans Comics. instead of Comic Sans. The font. Bill's Barbecue. Wings, ribs. Is that steaks, burgers, fries, and cold drinks? All right, I could go to Bill's Barbecue right now. That sounds good. Lots of little destructible stuff. I love it. Dude, I'm really digging the soundtrack. It's very subtle, but in a good way. Oh, dude. Yeah, no. It's propaganda. That's true. Modern pop music is definitely that. Agreed 1,000%, buddy. And it's funny, the music that I listen to, like that shows up on Spotify or something like that, most of that stuff is just electronic, like beats and things like that. It's not real art anymore. It's really, really weird. Dude, that guy got rocked. Ooh, we got some new enemies. All right. Oh, dang. What? Okay, we need a Snake Eyes in here, man. I wish we could. I didn't mean to get that. Quarter Munchers? That's a solid arcade name. Man, I love this. This game is great, man. I'm having a blast with this. Except for right now. These ninjas. Ooh. They're rough. Yep. Dude, it's really interesting you said that. I was thinking about this earlier today, where it's like, why is the entertainment industry so one-sided? Like, we're not going to get into political talks or anything like that. I try to keep this channel out of that, because it's everywhere else. It doesn't need to be in a video game streaming channel as well. You can talk about politics literally anywhere else on the entire internet. But that being said, there are times, dang it, dude. I hate that it does that. Like, it doesn't allow you to like see what's happening, because if you push a button, you're out of the menu like instantly. You don't even get to see what's going on. Let's see what extras we got. Don't think we have enough. 2,000. We only have 1,300. I need gung ho. We need gung ho. All right. Let's try Roadblock. Okay, so we're in, what, Reign of Cobra? All right. With Springfield liberated, the G.I. Joe team fights to liberate cities across the globe as Cobra is gaining complete control. Sorry, the font is really hard to kind of see. The streets are overrun with the enemy soldiers and operatives. Fight your way through the chaos as you push back Cobra's forces and reclaim the street. The battle for this metropolis intensifies. The fate of millions hangs in the balance. All right. So now we're Roadblock. But like I was saying, with a lot of that stuff, you get these entertainers. Their entire job is to just make people kind of forget about their lives, right? You're entertaining someone. You're making someone have fun. It's a luxury thing. And they're weaponizing their entertainment as propaganda. And then all these entertainers whose job it is to just entertain people now feel like they have not just the opportunity, but they feel like it's their design, their God-given right, their whole reason for existing to push this propaganda. And it's just like, dude, why would anyone care what an actor thinks? Why is there anyone in the world that listens to them? It's ridiculous. Okay. So far, Roadblock doing pretty good. He's got the hits going. I always liked Roadblock. Roadblock's a good character. Bang, bang, bang. Gotta love it. Man, this music's pretty jammin'. Ooh, I didn't like that. But it's just crazy with all of that stuff. It's, yeah, why I don't watch movies anymore. I just stopped. And TV show too, for the most part. There's a few TV shows that I'll still watch. Mostly because either it doesn't have that stuff in it or it's older stuff. But for the most part, don't watch new stuff at all. And it's slowly becoming that with video games too. Here, let's try. Oh, dude, yes. I love it. He just pulls out his Gatling gun. That's a pretty good one too. I wonder if you're invincible. That's right. 100%. It's all these sellouts too, you know? It's so funny that used to be such a big term. You don't hear anyone calling someone a sellout anymore, right? Like, when was the last time you heard someone call someone a sellout? Because they got rid of that term. That's what these media companies do. They get rid of all these terms that they don't like. And they, you know, get rid of the people who use those terms. You don't get to, they get their voice taken away. Ooh. Oh, man. Dang it, dang it. Okay. Roadblock's down one. That's okay, though. Gotta be careful with this. Yep. Okay, here. Machine gun time. Okay. It did some damage. I'm not sure how much. This is a not great boss. Mostly because I'm having a hard time jumping out of the way. Dang. Oh, man. Okay, cool. I was gonna say. There it is. Man, that was a mini boss? I don't like that. That was tough. That was a real tough one. He's got a... I hope we can beat this boss, because I do not want to play this level again. Ooh. Dang it. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at the stuff that they're throwing at me. Here we go. So you can play at that game, right? Ah. I want to say the reason why MySpace went away is mostly due to Facebook. I think Facebook just kind of came out. Dang it, dude. This is starting to get hard. There's so much going on. And those ninjas, dude, I gotta get rid of them. I think Facebook just kind of came and took over, really, from MySpace. Like, MySpace was so big, and then they really gravitated towards the whole, like, industry, like music and movies and stuff like that. And it became something that wasn't social media. It became something that was more geared towards businesses, and Facebook kind of took the more social media aspect of, hey, we're gonna connect people with old college roommates and old school chums. And I think that appealed to a lot more people than what MySpace was becoming, which was a place for bands to promote their music. Yeah. Facebook's so big too. Like, it's just unbelievably big. Ooh, I didn't see that ground pound. I don't think I used that ground pound yet. I'm gonna say I'm not really a big fan of this level. Mostly the ninjas. I think the ninjas are just ridiculous. And that boss fight. That boss fight was pretty rough. That mini boss. Not even a real boss fight. But yeah, I haven't really thought about MySpace in a very long time. Oh yeah. I'd say earlier than that. I'd say around 2008 was when I stopped using MySpace. Maybe even 2007. Yeah, around 2007 is when I stopped using MySpace. And that's when Facebook was like starting to really, really get popular. Because it was all about connecting with people versus connecting with brands. And now obviously Facebook is exactly where MySpace was, where it's all about brands, and you don't see any of the people you actually follow, which is all people you actually care about. It's all ads. Like, literally 99% of Facebook at this point is just ads. Things that you have no desire to see. I don't use Facebook anymore just because of that. I'm like, this is 1,000% worthless to me. And then I always get the, Well, you have to use it because the algorithm has to understand what you like, and if you have to interact with the people that you want to follow. I'm like, I don't have time to interact with people. I just want to know what my friends are up to, right? Or my acquaintances, people that I knew in school or whatever, or family members. I don't need to constantly comment. I don't have the time to constantly comment on stuff. I just want to be able to see what other people post. Other people have the time for it. Great, awesome. I'll read it. But I'm not going to interact with it. And I guess that's the big issue for me, is that's what they want. So I get all these ads from, like, one time I looked at one thing and now that's all I get served. Like, I used to be really into wrestling. And so Facebook serves me like 99% of the stuff that I see on my feed is wrestling related. I'm like, dude, I haven't even watched wrestling since 2017. And it's literally non-stop wrestling news. I'm like, I don't know who any of these people are, nor do I care. Like, why am I getting shown this stuff? It's crazy. All right, boss fight. Dark Snake Eyes. Ooh, okay. I mean... Oh, come on. Oh, that's not enough. I don't think we're gonna win this one. Oh man, this is tough. Man. I wonder, nope. They're just gonna bring in more guys. Dude, he's not even taking damage. This is rough. I'm not happy about this. Dude, I am just getting rocked at this point. Oh, dude, it's so bad. It's so bad. None of it's fun to watch. I had to stop watching. I was just like, none of this is good. It's funny too. My best friends know, obviously, that I was super into wrestling. So there's this big new documentary on Netflix called Mr. McMahon, which talks all about Vince McMahon and all that stuff. And so, like, my friend texted me today. He's like, dude, Ryan, have you seen the new Vince McMahon documentary on Netflix? I'm like, no, I totally forgot that was even happening. And he was like, oh, yeah, it's really good. Like, it's very interesting. They have a lot of, you know, wrestlers that they interview and stuff. You would really like it. I'm like, I'm sure I would, because that's the era of wrestling that I used to like, you know, the 80s, 90s, early 2000s and stuff like that. And it's just such a bummer. Okay, so if we try again, do we get to choose? No, I don't want to be I do not want to be roadblock. Okay, let's exit out. Let's go back. Let's see how many points we have. Oh, we didn't even get to save any of our... Oh, that sucks. So if you die, you don't save any of your floppy disks. That kind of sucks. All right, we're gonna be Snake Eyes. We're gonna get through this reign of Cobra for a third time. This level's long. If we can't beat it this time, we'll drop it down on difficulty. I don't like doing that, but again, these games are meant to be played with multiple people. You're handicapping yourself if you're playing it by yourself. Yeah, Snake Eyes is a little bit overpowered. Just a tad. Good reach, good speed, good damage. It was mostly, well, Dark Snake Eyes was a pretty tough boss. But that mini boss too. Oof. They do a good job of having a lot of weapons and a lot of health. So I do feel like they're giving me a solid advantage most of the time. But yeah, wrestling nowadays is just a joke of its former self. Like, man, it's so bad. Yeah, it's funny too, because I do remember, like, recently, like, seeing some women wrestlers. I'm like, they all look like dudes. What's happening? What happened to, like, the Bella twins and, you know, like, AJ Lee and Sable? Like, if we want to go back to, like, the Attitude Era, like Sable and oh man, what were the other ones? Deborah and Ivory and Medusa and all that. But like, even back in like the mid 2010s, like 2015, 2017, there's a lot of beautiful women wrestlers, and now it's just like they're all dudes. Oh, ECW, yes. So ECW was always something I knew of, but I never got to watch it, mostly because it was always hardcore, you know, and there was a lot of sexuality and implied nudity and such like that, and my mom was definitely not gonna allow me to see any of that stuff. Dude. That grenade launcher did 100 damage. Dang it, we died. There we go. Oh, we stun. Oh, I thought we stun locked him. Dude, he's got a much better reach though. There we go. Man. It sucks that we died. Not happy about that. Yeah, so ECW was always something that I remember hearing about and wanting to watch, but I never got to. And then a lot of those wrestlers started showing up in WCW. Like Raven and Tommy Dreamer, Sandman, RVD. Yeah. Man, if you want, I don't know how into it you are. It sounds like you're pretty into wrestling. There's a show called Dark Side of the Ring on Vice, and it's all about those, you know, darker tales of wrestling, and they go through some really interesting stuff. And most of it is classic old school wrestling stuff. It's really good. A Sabu, yeah. Like there's a whole episode on, what is it, New Jack. Man, New Jack was like legit out of his mind too. Like he straight up stabbed a dude in the ring multiple times and stuff. It's a really interesting show. Yeah, it's called Dark Side of the Ring. And it's where I really learned about Bruiser Brody, too. There's a whole episode on Bruiser Brody. And I always knew the character. Like, I knew the name, but I never knew the person and the story behind his death. Because it's mostly about people who died that were wrestlers. And hearing what happened to him was, like, pretty crazy. And you hear the different sides of the tale and all that, and it's just like, wow. There's some pretty messed up stuff in this business. Okay, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I like how it says no Joe. That's great. That's a pretty good joke. Yeah, I always wished I could get more into ECW, and the closest that I ever got was the video games. They had ECW Hardcore Revolution on PlayStation and Nintendo 64. Stacy Keebler, that's the chick I was trying to think of. Because I remember when she was in WCW, she like debuted in WCW as Mrs. Hancock, or Miss Hancock. And like, she would just be there to be eye candy. That was like her only role. And then she became like this Hollywood icon, dated, what's his face? George Clooney. And like, that's how she became famous in the real world. But I'm like, I remember her when she was in wrestling. And then I think she just went, when WCW got bought out, and then she went to WWF, then she just became Stacy Keebler. But yeah, her like initial role in wrestling was Miss Hancock. Let's get Timber out here. Ooh. Come on, I need some help. Yeah, wrestling's really interesting. Okay, cool. We're already at Dark Snake Eyes. Come on, baby. Ooh, he's tough here. Ooh, yeah, I don't know about this, man. Dang it. Yeah, get him in the juggle. Get him in the juggle. Look at how little his health goes down every hit. Dude, I'll take it. I'll take it right now. We're just gonna cheese him because he's definitely tough. I'll take it. Hey, if the game allows it, this isn't cheating. Oh, he's getting close to the ground. 90. No. 101 hits, dude. That combo's still going. There it is. 128 hits. Yeah, so you've earned enough floppies to unlock something new. Check out the shops to remain. All right. Yeah, so I stopped watching wrestling in 2002-ish, right after the buyout. Like, I thought the buyout from WCW to WWF was going to change stuff. And it didn't really seem like it did, so I stopped watching. And then my best friend at the time in 2003 was like, do you want to go to WrestleMania in Seattle? I got family in Seattle. We can drive all the way to Seattle and see WrestleMania. I'll take you. I don't even think I paid. And I went, yeah, we were in high school, like, or right. I think I was still in high school at the time. Maybe right out of high school. No, yeah, right out of high school. It was 2003. So I was in college and I was like, yeah, dude, let's do a road trip to Seattle for WrestleMania. So we did. And I had no idea who like half of the roster was at that point. It was all new people. Like there was still some, obviously, like The Rock, Austin, Hogan, Nash, and all that stuff. But for the most part, it was a lot of newcomers. And then after that, I didn't watch it again. And then I didn't watch it until 2014, 2015, when the WWE Network came out. And I was like, dude, I like classic wrestling. I would like to watch some of those older Macho Man matches or Undertaker and Shawn Michaels matches and stuff like that, Razor Ramon. Like, I'll watch some classic wrestling on this weird streaming network that's only dedicated to wrestling for like $10 a month. Sure. So I did that and I got super into it. And then it was like, oh, we get all the pay-per-views for free too. I was like, all right, cool. I'll start watching wrestling again. And it was really, really good. And so my best friend and I, the different one that was not the one that I went to WrestleMania with before, he's like, we should go to WrestleMania. It's in San Francisco this year in 2015. I was like, sure, let's do it. So him, his wife, and I all road tripped to San Francisco to see WrestleMania 2015. And we kept watching it for a few years up until about 2017. And I was just like, this is not good. I don't like this anymore. And so I stopped watching. So like I've had phases of like being really, really, really into wrestling. But yeah, now I'm in that like I don't care phase anymore where I'm just like, I miss old wrestling, but I don't want to watch anything new. All right, the Adder's Abyss. Ooh, Death Adder. All right. I don't even know what that silhouette for the main boss was. I didn't really pay attention. Man, that last level was rough. That Dark Snake Eyes fight was a big difficulty spike in this game. Like a massive difficulty spike. Not very happy with when games do stuff like that, where it's like this one level just seems like it should be the last level in the game, last boss. I'm trying to remember the South Park wrestling episode. I don't know if I've seen that one or not. South Park I've also gone through phases of too. Like I haven't seen anything modern in years. I think the last major episodes that I saw was like in 2007, 2008 with Imagination Land. And that was a long time ago. Oh, I love these guys. The android Cobra guys. They got these weird chest plates. And those, apparently, grappling hook arms. That's exactly what happened to me in high school. I was like, oh, I can take an elective of wrestling? Heck yeah. I want to hit people with chairs. It was not bad at all. I was like, what is this weird wear a singlet and get on a mat and hold each other? Needless to say, I was only in wrestling for 1 year. I was actually decent at it for the most part. I went undefeated. Mostly because I was a big dude in high school. I'm still a big dude, but I was in my own weight class, and so there was not a whole lot of people in my weight class in high school. Both good and bad. Both a blessing and a curse. I hate these guys. There, yeah, throw them. Dude, this is a solid game. I'm having a blast with this. Rubber ducky? Oh crap, dude. That really hurt me. We need some help. That sounds great. I'm gonna have to watch that episode. I need health, man. Come on. Come on, game. Be cool. Dang it. Dang. Ah. And I guarantee you there's gonna be a big old full health right on the other side of this wall. No, maybe not. Yo, Joe. Wolfman, how are you doing tonight, buddy? Yeah, we're getting some Joes here. Or actually, we're getting some Cobra. Getting some Cobra tail. Who is that? In the background, the just like a frozen guy. I'm trying to remember if there was any like Mr. Freeze-like character in G.I. Joe. I don't think there is. I can't remember anyone off the top of my head anyways. Like, we've kind of gone through a lot of the roster of the G.I. Joe enemies. Here's our health. There we go. And rocket launcher guys. Or RPGs, I guess. Oh, that was a good counter. I liked that. Can we go into the test area now? I like the snowman. The hippies take over the town. Oh, man. I'm trying to remember that one, too. I don't know if I saw that one. So my South Park, like, kind of begins with the very beginning and ends with, like I said, like 2007-ish South Park. Imagination Land, like that trilogy, was kind of the last real bunch of episodes that I saw. No, dude, jeez. This is getting tough. Come on, Timber. Take him out. Please be healthy. Oh, good. Whew, that was close. Okay, cool. I will definitely watch the wrestling one and the one where the hippies take over the town. That wrestling one sounds great. Yeah, Snake Eyes is easily the best character in this game. I mean, we didn't play Scarlet, but I don't have high hopes for her. I would like to try and see what she's like, though. Dang. Oh my gosh. Dang it, I hate when it does that, man. I think we need 2,000 for Gung Ho, right? I want him. This is my favorite Joe. All right. Let's try it on a little bit easier difficulty since, again, these games are meant to be played with multiple people. And it doesn't seem like the difficulty is dropping because of one player. Again, one of those ones that will allow more depth to the game is if there's balancing of difficulty depending on how many characters are on screen and how many players. So when you don't have that and it's just the same, you know, for one player versus 4 players, you know, it's a lot easier with 4 players. But if there's no dynamic difficulty, man, my face is itchy today, then it just becomes kind of a mess. All right. The Adder's Abyss. Deep beneath the ocean's surface, Cobra has established a heavily fortified underwater base. As the G.I. Joe team dives into the depths, they face a new set of challenges and dangers. Navigate through the base while combating Cobra's elite soldiers. Prepare for an intense battle, as the secrets of the underwater base could hold the key to Cobra's ultimate plan. Yeah, I don't know who that... See, that looks like Tomax or Zamox. Zaymont. Tomax or Zaymont. Because he's like, oh, you beat one of us, but we'll return. That's what I'm thinking. The Crimson Twins. I'm kind of bummed they don't have the Dreadnoks in this game. The Dreadnoks are kind of a cool set of characters. Yeah, this is way easier. I'm playing on game journalism mode at this point. I don't know how to play video games very well, so I just need all the help that I can get. Like, we're just blazing through this game. See, and that's kind of what I was talking about, like, with difficulty spikes and stuff like that. Like, the game was fine. I was doing well and holding my own. But then there's, like, these random levels where you just get bombarded and it is, like, near impossible to finish on your own. Out of nowhere. Let's get the candy bar. Get a little timber action. I think I might read the new episode of the comic tonight before I go to bed. I'm very excited to see what happens on Cobra Island. I know I hark on it, but man, it's seriously... G.I. Joe Real American Hero is like one of the best comics I've ever read in my entire life. It is no joke. It is such good writing. Great character development and arcs. It starts off a little bit goofy because of you thinking, oh, it's a G.I. Joe comic. how are they going to make me care about these characters? And it's like, oh, they're written like real people. Just with some weird stuff. Like even there's a really famous issue of the comic, and it's fairly early on too. I think it's like issue like 13, where it's called like a silent attack or something like that. And basically there's no dialogue. It's all just action panels. And it's Snake Eyes going into Laird Destro's castle, like sneaking into his castle. And I think it's the first appearance of Storm Shadow as well. It is so well done, and there's no dialogue in it. Yeah, I don't think anyone watches Family Guy either. I haven't heard anyone reference Family Guy, like new Family Guy, in years. It's funny, my wife was watching the stream, I think like last week, and I referenced Family Guy, and she's like, I didn't know you watched Family Guy. I was like, well, not anymore, but you know, back then, back in the day, yeah. I was obsessed with the first like 3 seasons of that show before it got renewed. Like when it got canceled and it was off the air and the DVDs came out of this canceled animated show on Fox, and I watched it and I was like, dude, this is hilarious. This is some great writing. These characters are funny. The quips are really referential. I love this. And so the first 3 seasons I memorized. I watched over and over again, like all the time. And then it got brought back and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then once it got brought back, I watched for probably about 4 or 5 seasons after that. So like seasons 7 or 8, something like that. But I fell off of it, and then it's been going for like 20 something seasons now, I think. And I couldn't even tell you if any of the main characters are still on there. I'm sure they are, right? And then they did a whole bunch of spin-offs too. They had the Cleveland show, where it was just Cleveland, which was a crappy character to begin with. Like, why would you develop a show around one of the worst characters on your show? And then they also did American Dad. But that was like way earlier too. Like American Dad's been on for like 20 seasons at this point. So it's always just felt like so disjointed. It's like, what Steve McFarlane show is on the air this week, right? And a lot of the humor kind of was the same. He voices all of the half of the characters or whatever. And it just became like so oversaturated that I just stopped watching. I'm loving this music. It's really kind of like I said earlier, it feels very like mid 90s to late 90s Sega. A little bit of early techno jazz fusion. It's a really interesting style choice. Because even though it should be 80s synth, it really doesn't sound like it, and I don't get that feeling from it. All right, here's the stupid boss that took me out. Jeez. All right, come on. Even in easy mode, man. Jeez. There we go. Stun lock. Stun lock. Man, dude, that thing is tough. Ooh, Cobra Commander. All right. Oh, man, shoot. Okay, he's got the laugh. Get Timber out. Stun lock, baby. I'll take it. Come on. Almost there. You think you've achieved something by defeating me? Fools! This is merely a minor inconvenience. Cobra's plans are already in motion, and soon the world will tremble before my power. You cannot defeat what is coming, I think is what it said. Oh, man, dude, that was tough. This game got super tough out of nowhere. Oh, no, they got rid of Bruce. That's that character, right? Bruce, the gay character. He's kind of got like the little pencil mustache, brown hair, and keeps going, oh no. You have enough floppies to unlock something new. All right. Level 9. Ooh. That looks like... Here, let's back out. Let's see if we can get... Are you kidding? I still don't have enough for Gung Ho. So that looks like Destro again. Didn't we already... Did we fight Destro? I can't remember. Oh, that's not the one, right? Story mode. City of Lights. There we go.
Come on, kids. Cobra is taking over. We have to get out of here. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Who was that?
A police officer. He said we had to leave. I didn't know if I should go with him.
Don't do what the police say. Cobra's in charge now. Look at me. I'm the police now.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle. Cobra!
I was gonna say this is pretty bad, but then they just did the whole G.I. Joe PSA thing, and knowing's half the battle, and oh my gosh, that was great. That was awesome. That was great. Oh man, that Cobra Commander is not great, but again, I think it's intentionally supposed to be bad. All right. Having thwarted Cobra's underwater plans, the G.I. Joe team moves to the city of Paris, France. High above the bustling streets on the city's rooftops, navigate through the iconic skyline as you pursue Cobra's operatives. The Eiffel Tower no longer stands tall in the backdrop as one of the many stolen world monuments. Okay, crap. That looks like Destro. Hey, see, they got the Dreadnoks in the background. Not the actual name, but not the characters, but at least the name. So Dreadnoks are in this game. Somewhat. Yeah, I remember I loved Bruce the character, and so we would always do, oh no. I'll get you spun in my little web. Yeah, we would do that voice all the time. Roll out? Is that a Transformers reference? I'm sure it is, right? Who else says roll out? Dude, I'm definitely using some of this soundtrack in the next podcast episode. It's good. It's jamming. A little talk box going on. Is that Astro Boy? Dude, I am not good with these vehicles. I already die in this level, man? That's pretty bad. Jeez. Okay, we got one. Come on, die. Thank you. I like how he was just hiding in that box. Yeah, there's definitely needs to be a little bit of AI updating and tweaking. But for the most part, it's not bad. Maybe some of those level transitions could be a little bit better too. Oh no! No Joe, Cover Girl, Wild Bill. All right, I'll take a Wild Bill. He's a great character. Whew. Dang it, dude. I'm having a hard time with these bosses or these bigger enemies. Dang. Full House or Fresh Prince? I'm gonna say Fresh Prince. As much as I love John Stamos, and boy, do I love me some John Stamos. I was never really into that much of Full House after, you know, a certain, like, probably after the first season, maybe. When I was a younger kid, when it first aired, I was into it because it was like on TGIF and all that. But Fresh Prince, I was like the prime age for that show. Full House always felt a little childish after a point. So I love John Stamos and Dave Coulier. So like those two characters were great, but everything else, like I did not like Danny Tanner. Like Bob Saget on that show, you know, was just so cheeseball-y and all that. Like I just could never really enjoy it. And then all the girls I didn't really care about. Like, he didn't have any sons. So it was like, oh, this is not really interesting to me. Dude, I am getting wrecked. There we go. Rooftop battle. I'm getting wrecked. I'm not giving some wreck. Oh yeah, the character itself was well done and well made, but like when I was that young, I just did not care. I'm getting a little bit. Yeah, dude, this is tough. This got really tough out of nowhere. I feel like I'm holding my own for the most part, but these later levels, dude, they're really getting up there in difficulty. Again, these games are designed for multiple players. Single player is like near impossible for a lot of these games to even be completed, unless you really memorize everything and then have a lot of patience. I'm a very big run and gunner, hack and slasher, where I just run in and start hitting things. I don't use a lot of strategy. I'm not, hitting and then jumping back and blocking and all that. Like, there is a block, but I don't know how effective it is. You should probably try it. I like how I can knock half of them off the ledge there. All right, I did fairly decent on that. Ooh, does he have teleport? Oh, dude, well, yo, Joe, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have fun. My name is Ryan. If you have any questions about any video games at all, I used to own a video game store. And, man, I'm loving this. I love brawlers. There's like my second favorite type of genre of video game. And I'm having a blast with this game so far. All right, Destro? Yeah, Destro. He's good, dude. I love Destro. Like I said, they really make him a very interesting character in the comics. He is not just a bad guy. Like, he's a mercenary. He's kind of out for himself. And he's a weapons dealer. That's the thing. Like, he's straight up like this. He's called a laird. And I don't know what, like, official title that means, but he basically, like, is the president of his own small country. And he basically just is out for himself. So if he feels like one side's gonna win, he'll supply the weapons to that side. And it's really, really interesting. Ow. And he's got the mask, the metal mask that he can take off. Like, it's not like some weird thing where it's fused to his face or something, which I always thought as a kid. And he's got these metal gauntlets. Again, it's part of his ceremonial, garb as his country's president, basically. And it's really, really interesting to kind of get some of those, like, not behind the scenes, but more official lore of who Destro really is. And his love for Baroness, too, is great. And like I said, that with the comics, they delve deeper into their infatuation with one another, when they met and how they met. And come to find out that Destro's family, the arms dealer family, basically supplied the weapons that caused Baroness's brother to die. Like, it's really interesting. I know I go off on such a weird tangent with the comics, but they're so well made. They have such a deep depth to the lore that you just don't get in a lot of comics anymore. Impressive, but your victory here is meaningless. My technology and resources are limitless. When we meet again, you'll find that Destro is not so easily defeated. Man, those texts, man, they just fly off the screen. Such weird sound effects. All right, let's keep going. Level 10. Cobra World Order. CWO. Cobra wants you. Man, I'm having so much fun with this game. Destro's Pizza. Pizza by the slice. New ownership. Destro is Scottish, so Scottish recipe. Cobra Comics. Baroness's Barbecue. Gotta love it, man. You can tell the people who made this game, they love their job. They had a really good time making this game. Like, not only do you have the ticker tape parade type of confetti on the ground, but also little bits of it are floating down on the screen as well. Like, those little touches make so big of a difference when playing this type of game. Cobra Coffee. Blood's Bagels. Oh, that's great. Major Blood is such an interesting character. You think he would be like the main bad guy, or not a main bad guy, but like a second in command or whatever. And then Dr. Mindbender, who looks way goofier, is so much more dastardly. I was gonna say, I feel like I'm holding my own, and then I just like get rocked out of nowhere because I wasn't paying attention. Come on, pick up. So you can pick them up, but I was trying to and it wasn't working. Cobra Diner. Go Cobra. We heart Cobra. Cobra #1. Oh, look at that mural in the background with the Hail Cobra. Cobra Game Corner. Arcade, pinball, and foosball. Oh crap, these guys. These might be one of the worst characters besides the mini bosses. Their weapons are just really overpowered. Cobra Cleaners. Uniforms pressed, dry cleaned. Repairing alterations, coin op laundry, and open daily. Oh, crap. Jeez, dude. Come on. Dang it. No. Crap. Oh, man. Oh, that was close. All right. Come on, baby. Just stay alive, Ryan. Come on. You can do this. Man, this would be so much easier with other people. Like I said, we're going to definitely have to do a lot more of these games on multiplayer madness nights. We just need more people to get the games. It's why I put a pause on the multiplayer madness nights, because every time I would do one, no one show up because no one had the games. Mindbender's medicines. Try my sombulator. Ask inside. Cobra hobbies. Jeez. Like sometimes I can't even stay up because I'm getting double hit. Like I'm getting juggled every once in a while. And we had a good time with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge multiplayer madness night. But that was mostly due to the fact that random people showed up on stream and started playing too. Most of the people did not own the game or have the game, even though it was free on Epic Games Store. Ah, crap. Here we go. This is not good. Coffee again. Come on, get it, get it. Get that. Oh, whew. I was gonna say, man, I need health, not just invincibility. We gotta take care of the blue. Ah! Where are we at with the shop? 1919. Okay. Here's what I say. Let's go through the first level really quick and see if we can... Wait, what? Under siege. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can blow through this and just get less than 100 floppies so that I can get my gung-ho, because I want to try a gung-ho. We got to unlock him. That's a lot. You have to play through this like dozens of times. 1919, a great year? Why was it a good year? I'm curious. I wasn't around back then in 1919. So we're gonna see if we can just get 2,000 floppies really quick, so we can unlock Gong Ho, and then we'll try that level again. I think we can get it. So, like, I wonder if the blue and red floppies are different, different amounts. And, like, you should be able to see how many floppies you have in the game as you pick them up. It should have a number because you don't get really anything in the start menu. I'm telling you, man, this music really good. And that's like part of the charm of a brawler. You have to have good music. Like it's a really big part of brawlers is having good level music. And this game definitely has it. I don't know if I say it fits perfectly, but it's really good. And if it does, just because it doesn't fit perfectly with the theme of 80s G.I. Joe, that's what I'm talking about. It fits for a brawler for sure. Come on. Jeez, he launched me. I'm telling you, man, these guys, they take a lot of damage. More than you would think. Yeah, get him, Timber. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I haven't heard anyone else talk about this game yet. And it came out, I think, yesterday. So over 24 hours, 48 hours, and not a single soul has talked about this game at all. Which is a bummer, because I actually think it's a pretty good game. Like, I'll take this over, like, half of the games being released right now. Easily. Like, most games right now that are being released is just like, I want nothing to do with them. Ag. Here, let's bring in Timber. Take care of some of these no-Joes, as I like to call them. I don't like to call them that. I just made that up off the top of my head. But I didn't even see anyone streaming this game, which is a bummer. I mean, it's a brawler. Again, it's not going to have tons of people when it doesn't have a lot of depth in it, but you would think that more than me would be streaming it, and I didn't see a single person today stream it. Which is why I pride myself on my streams too, because I try to branch out a little bit and be playing stuff that not everyone else is playing. But at least that some people are. Gotta get those floppies. Don't copy those floppies. It's funny, I saw someone post, like, what was the first physical media that you ever got? And a lot of people were like going, oh, CDs or PlayStation 2 game or whatever. DVD. And then I saw someone post 3 1/4 inch floppy, and I was like, yeah. Old school 3 1/4 inch floppy, man. See, this is how I play boss fights. I just stand there and hit them as much as I possibly can. Yeah. Just trying to get those floppies. We better get. There we go. You may won this battle, but the war is far from over. Cobra is just getting started. Give me some floppies. 229? That should do it. That should do it. Gung ho, here we go. Sold out, I love it. Dark Souls tactics? Are you saying you want some, or do you got some that you want to lay on me? Because if you got any Dark Souls tactics for building a strength build, you can lay it on me. I am all ears. All right, so we got... So we haven't played, we played as Snake Eyes, we played as Duke, we have not played as Scarlet. Apparently she's very fast. We played as Roadblock, and now we're playing as Gung Ho. My personal favorite G.I. Joe. Why? I'm not really sure. I always liked the fact that he was just like super muscular, and in the comics also, he's very just like matter of fact. Like, you want something done, we're doing it. He's apparently a Marine. And so like, he's just got this can-do attitude. But I think like the look of him with his hat, the bare-chested vest, and the army camo pants, I just always thought he was cool. And you got that mustache and stuff too. I wanted to be Gung Ho when I grew up. All right, let's go down to Cobra World Order. Did we read this? With Paris saved, the G.I. Joe team returns to the once familiar city streets. Cobra's grip is tighter than ever. The city has been fully overrun, and its citizens live in fear. As you venture through the dark and desolate streets, prepare for the ultimate showdown against Cobra's most formidable soldiers and operatives. The final battle is close at hand, and only G.I. Joe can bring back hope and liberation to the city. All right, show me what you're working with, Gung Ho. Decent run, better than what Duke's was. All right, he's just a puncher. Pick up and throw. Very, very fast. Whew. He's getting rocked though. Ooh, that was not good. He's got a block. That charge, it's a little bit weird. I don't know how I feel about the charge. Like, you go past where you're supposed to. Like, it's this weird, like, spring back rubbery effect. I'm not sure how I feel about that. All right, we got a gun. Blaster of some sort. I wonder what his special is. Let's find out. Oh, it's invincible and he calls in soldiers? Nice. I love it. I love it. I'd buy that for $1. Oh, dude. Is there a... Nice. His special is a rocket or a grenade launcher at the ground. Dude, that's pretty useful. He's got a... It bounces him back, though. Like, look at that. Interesting. Interesting. Whoa, why did he blow up? That was weird. Oh, are these kamikazes? I don't know how I feel about that. Here. Yes. This is definitely... I'm getting knocked back, though. Okay. That definitely helped. That's a good power. I like it. I love it. All right. Okay, so it's 20. Ah, crap. This is gonna take forever, man. Oh, what? I can get hit while I'm invincible like that? Okay. That's fine. Taking our time totally works. Calls a posse. Ooh, heck yeah. Dude, this game is so much fun. I'm having a blast with this game. Even as a single player, like, it's a really good brawler, man. I'm telling you. The special power-ups are like in-universe good for the characters. A good amount of variety for enemy types too. That is one thing that you don't see a lot with these types of games, is a good of variety of enemy types. Normally it's like 3. Like, you have 3 or 4 enemy types throughout the entire game, and it feels like we're battling a bunch of different Cobra forces. Jeez. These guys are tough. I'm just getting too knocked back. Ooh, there we go. I think I found my special weapon with these guys. A jump drop. Let's call these friends in. Come on. Come on. Okay, save the health until we need it. There we go. Oh, crap, there's more. There's more. We might need it soon. There it is. And we got that. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Worth it. Oh, good grief, dude. This is getting hard. This is getting tough. Yeah, the blue ninja guys with the axes, the multiple axes. Or what are those? I have no idea what those weapons are, but whatever they are. Like mini sickles? Comma? Is that what they're called? Comma? I learned something new today. Those are probably the most difficult enemies in the game that are not like the big robot guys. Man, so fun, dude. This is kind of what I wanted out of this game too. When I heard about it, I was like, oh, G.I. Joe Brawler? All right. Oh, it looks like Ninja Turtles? Okay. And it's like, I don't know how effective that's going to be, but I think they did a really good job. Snake Eyes has got his big old slashy sword. Roadblock has got his guns. Have no idea what Scarlet has. And then Duke and Gung Ho so far just are punching machines. So they all kind of have a unique move set, which is really, really useful. You don't want your characters to all feel the exact same. And so far, every character has felt definitely different. Look at this parade float. It's just the big Cobra Commander helmet and his gloves holding balloons. That's awesome. Like I said, you could tell the developers had a good time making this game. Oh, Dark Duke. Okay. I don't know how I feel about these dark characters. I'm not really a fan. Dude, as long as we don't have the blue enemy guys, I think I'll be able to be okay. I think I could hold my own against Dark Duke, as long as we don't have the blue ninja guys. I don't like that he can use his special moves. Come on. See, this is what Did he just run away? What happened? He was off screen. I was just about to comment about this is what I was talking about with old school brawlers, where the characters would fly off screen and then you would have to wait for them to get back up and then do their like side move, and then they would come back on screen, and it would always take like half a minute, 30 seconds or 45 seconds, and it felt like an eternity. I have no idea what happened to Duke just now, but okay. World in a bottle. What? We got the Statue of Liberty in the background. And this music, dude. All right, this feels like 80s music. A lot of the soundtrack has felt like 90s Sega music. This feels firmly 80s. And I am 100% down for whatever this game is going to be doing. Dude, they've made a solid game with this. I'm telling you. Might as well use it, right? Use it or lose it. Oh, there's something down here. Health? All right. See, I don't know what these things do. Like, they haven't really had any effect. They don't hurt me. They don't give me health. They don't hurt the enemies from what I have seen. They're just breakable objects for the sake of being breakable objects, I guess. Oh, is this like the intro to the... Oh, no, maybe it's not. I was going to say, is this like the intro to the movie with lasers shooting all around and then the Statue of Liberty? But we also have the Leaning Tower of Pisa. There we go. Dude, Gung Ho's worth it with that rocket launcher or grenade launcher on the ground. And in the air too. That's super useful. That's way better than a jump dive, like a dive kick. That crappy game. Dive kick. I like how he was just waiting for me. Yes. We missed some floppies. Get all the floppies. It's like my main goal right now is get floppies, get floppies, get floppies. Is this the rocket launcher? I think it is. Oh, crap. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be real tough. Oh boy. And there, so, okay. Well, definitely not invincible then. Okay, so I got the big guy. Okay, that's better. I'd rather get the big guy than this guy. All right, I'll take it. Man, I hate those guys. I hate those guys. We were talking about South Park earlier. Man, that was also another voice that I would do all the time. Like, always doing a Cartman voice. I haven't done Cartman in like a solid decade, at least. I hate these guys. I hate you guys. Yeah, that would be something I would have to practice a little bit. No, come back. Come back, friends. Help me. Okay, we got one guy still. Yeah, we're doing solid. We're doing okay. Ah, I thought that was going to be health. No. Use my stuff. Ooh, that was close. Wow. Yes. Okay, I'll take that one too. Was that Big Ben? Oh, man, this is getting hairy. Come on, heal. Oh, no. No! Are you kidding? I was going to get that. That sucks, dude. That knockback totally killed my life when I just was going to get full health. Oh, I'm so upset right now. That pretty much cost me this level, I bet. Oh, I'm so disappointed. Nope. Come on. Take him out. Look at these guys coming from way over here. What is that thing? It was like a screwdriver that was rolling on the ground. Whoa, why did I drop? See, there's definitely some issues with movement in this game. Just small issues. Like the quick run and just not allowing your character to just fluidly move. Like it's always dashing. Okay. I feel like we're close. Close to the boss. Crap, dude. Jeez. That guy with a knife, like, hit me 3 times. No, come back, guys. I need you. Yes. I love how he, like, has multiple grenade attacks. That's great. That is super helpful. Okay, we gotta be close. Give me that health. Oh yeah, this is it. Here's boss time. Storm Shadow. All right, all right. I'll take a Storm Shadow. Even though Storm Shadow's basically been a good guy for pretty much the majority of G.I. Joe. He's only a bad guy for like the first like 20 issues. We could get him, but it's gonna take a little bit. That's some interesting animation there. Ooh, man, I don't know. Dang, dude. That was good. That was solid. Yes. Man. Crap. Come on. Come on. Ah. Okay. Last life. Don't mess it up, Ryan. Oh, come on. I had him. So sometimes he's not shooting the grenade like he should be. Come on. Here it is. There it is. Yes. You have bested me in combat, but the shadows will always be my ally. We will meet again. The next time your skills will not be enough to save you. Oh boy. That's a bad sound effect for this game. It's classic like 80s sound effect, but it just does not fit with the menu system and the sounds. That's okay though. Or maybe if it was just toned down a little bit. Promise me the moon. All right, last level, I guess. Wop, 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 wop. Come on. I feel like we should probably just kill ourselves so that we can restart with full health, or just exit. Let's exit. Oh, whoops. Not what I wanted to do. There we go. The final confrontation has arrived. Cobra's moon base, a sinister lair high above the world. Prepare for the ultimate battle against Cobra's elite soldiers and agents. Defeat Cobra and save the world. All right. So now we have full 3 health because we only had 0 heart, 0 lives. If you start a new level, you should have the same amount, or you should regain your lives, at least in single player mode. Multiplayer, debatable. Yes. I am really liking Gung Ho, man. Like, yeah, Snake Eyes is awesome and super powerful, but Gung Ho's awesome too. He's just shooting that dude right in the face. Oh, I guess that is not destructible. It looked like it. Dude, these guys will not die. I feel like they got way harder. Like they're taking way more hits. But yes! Those jumper things, those jumper pods, those things are really cool. Oh man, this is getting hairy. I can't even tell where I am. Jeez, man. Cool. Whew. I hate those guys. Ah! Oh, I thought they were gonna go in the goo. Come on. Oh no. I am stuck, dude. Oh, that sucks, man. I guess that's a good place to call it for now, because what we can do is tomorrow night we can come back and play the final mission. Maybe we can rope some other people into playing some multiplayer. That might be fun. If there is, you know what? There might not be. I don't know if there is or not. So I'll check on that to see if there is some multiplayer. But anyways, hi, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Ryan Moore. You can always check my stuff out at gameordie.net, or you can just, join the Discord over there. Go there, go to the Discord, type in !Discord for the Discord command. That will give you a link, or you can go to gameordie.net/Discord, or just go to gameordie.net, the website, and you can just click the Discord link up at the very top and join the Discord. We do game giveaways, questions of the week. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things with just moving. I want to get back into doing YouTube videos and stuff like that, but we're building a new studio, and that's going to be really fun. I actually started breaking ground on the new studio today, and so that's been really, really hectic and crazy and a little bit frustrating, but we'll get there. We'll get there soonish. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care. God bless. And at least for tonight, Yo Joe.